Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones daily review. So the indecision continues. I think this trade war is heating up quite nicely, but by the looks of things, the investors are not really worried about it. They're more focused on the company results and the economy data that has been released and not really looking to the future, or they feel that there's a resolution coming quickly. But anyway, either way, we've had a pretty solid green day yesterday, so that's another inside bar. This was an inside bar here on the daily, another inside bar. So that essentially is two reversal patterns on the daily. Okay, before we get in, I just want to just point out something on my 927 strategy here. And that is, we have the oscillators, which is two stochastics, a fast and a slow moving one, both grouping to the downside. Normally when that happens, you have a crossover like there, and then a rally. Okay, you can see they're grouped to the downside, and then a rally. Okay, this is fairly trustworthy method of finding bottoms and tops off a level, specifically when you're in or you've been in quite a strong trend, and we've been in quite a strong uptrend. So anyway, let's get back to the Bill Williams and take it from there. Right, so we don't really have a wise man number one. These two here were wise man number one, but we didn't break above the high, so that's null and void. But as I said, we've got a inside bar off a 200 moving average. Okay, if we get down to the 4 hour, one thing that we do still have is, it depends how you do this. If I do that, I think the safest bet is to do something like that. So that's our current downward trend line. We've rallied here. Okay, this one here, you could see this as a wise man number one, but this next red bar really put me off anyway. But the advice we gave yesterday is look for that long up until one of the levels, and we'll get those levels off the 1 hour, and then look for a short entry off that to continue with this trend. So at this stage, trend is still down. We are still moving down. I'm surprised that we were up almost 1% yesterday, after falling 2% the day before. So anyway, let's get to the hour. Right, so the levels that we were looking at yesterday were pretty much these levels on the hour, and this area that we're in here was the one that I said we were looking for a short entry. Okay, I haven't quite seen anything yet that indicates we need to go in here, and this little pin bar here does worry me a little bit. I didn't really see this in the market, so I'm just going to have a quick look at what happened on the lower time frames. Okay, probably insignificant, because that's probably just GT24 incorrect data playing out again. Okay, so as you can see, if you look at the 5 minute, you can see we broke through it, and then we hovered above here, broke through the alligator, and then we had a bit of an entry. I would really be looking for something along the lines of the 12 minute, and when we broke through this level here without bouncing off it, that's always an indication that your buyers are still in control, and they did try to take control, then eventually they took profit. So I'm not sure that trade holds much water anymore, to be honest with you. This is starting to look like a potential reversal that is building, but the double bottom target did play out. So there's your double top, and you can see pretty much played out right onto the level where I said we should be looking for shorts. If you are still short here, I think we've got a 50-50 chance. Yeah, I didn't keep it in. I had my trade in, and then before we went to bed, we took it out, made a few rand, but nothing serious. Okay, so looking at it now, I have a feeling we're going to, next target is really to come up to this diagonal trend line here. And that also means we have that inside tail there. Okay, and then we pretty much have this inside tail. So this one makes most logical sense. So long till 25,700. Then there should be a bit of a bounce off there. Whether it's a rally to the downside, I'm not 100% sure. I have a feeling it's really just going to be gathering itself for a breakthrough of this trend line. Okay, very messy at the moment, so you're going to have to look for the decent patterns that you can see. So like this double bottom was a reasonably good pattern. You had a small, you've got an inside bar, pin bar, then an engulfing bar here. So I mean that was telling you at the close that we had not an area to be short. You're looking to be short higher up. Okay, so I think for me it's really wait and see at the moment. It is looking like we're going to be rallying, but we do have this 200 moving average on the half hour, and you can see that's pretty much the target that we hit. So I'd expect us to hit this again and then bounce off it, and then possibly on a third time to get through. If I look at my oscillators at the moment, we're pretty much in an uptrend. If you look at the awesome oscillator, the whole of yesterday, and we're still this morning in an uptrend. So on this time frame, we should really be looking for longs. I don't see any reversals. There was a bit of a flag here, but the breakthrough happened on the closing sell-off, and right at this stage we have a bit of a triangle forming. So I'm going to come down to 12 for this. So there's my top, and there's my trend line. Okay, so as it stands now, you should be looking for longs, and I think what I would basically be looking for right now is breaks above or below these two fractals. Okay, so that's kind of the zone that I'm looking at the moment. To the downside, we're looking at 25,578, and to the upside, we're looking at 25,640. So those are the two levels that I'll be watching for a breakout at the moment. At this stage, the trend is up, so you should be trading with it. A break below this level of 25,578 is going to trigger some shorts. But if you look at what's happening on the S&P, and I can probably just highlight this for you quickly. We have a very strong level here on the S&P, okay? And you can see we're bouncing off it again. So we've had significant action sitting at this level, which is 28.19. Okay, got significant action here. So the buyers are stepping in off this level. So, and that is filtering through to the Dax. Oh, sorry, not to the Dax, to the Dow Jones. So I think what you need to do here is just keep your wits about you, watch this range that we're in, and also pay attention to this trend line. If you get a 15-minute close below this trend line, that's also an indication to try and look for a short with a stop above here. Okay, so kind of 50-50 at the moment. I'm really going to look at these two levels to take my get my cue off. But for now, trend is up. Okay, so we're looking at the 1 hour trend is up. We have broken through the alligator. We've come back. We've tested the alligator, and we've got some bullish momentum at the moment. So that to me is really what we should be looking for, is continue with this trend at the moment. So unless this level holds, okay, so this level of 25,640, if we fail to get through there and we start sort of meandering around this level and give us some bullish price action up there, that's going to be a fairly good short, and my stop will be above the high of yesterday, which is 77 points. Okay, and the converse is true. If we break through this trend line, ideally I want to see a move down. I want to see a move back up to test the break and then start moving down, and that's going to be my entry, and stop will be above the current high of today. Okay, so that's kind of two scenarios that we're looking at, and I don't think it's very clear which way we're going to go. Okay, so yeah, that's it for me today. Whatever you do, please keep those stops really tight, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.